Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 20 of our SkyFactory 2.5 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall, last episode we ended up exploring the Deep Dark. If you recall, I had started working into RF tools because we were going to go try to find a press, but it does require awakened draconium in order to do that. So we're not going to be doing the presses. We're going to do the cutting knife to at least get started with applied Energistics. Also, I set up a spawner in here. It was just a temporary look, and I had activated the spawner for wither skeletons, just a powered spawner. But I did notice that the MFR harvester is not going to get the skulls for us, so we may end up making a different spawner. This one I actually got from manually killing wither skeletons, but it doesn't collect the skulls, it would appear, because I ran it for quite a while. If you notice, I got a bunch of bones and a bunch of coal, but no skulls from the harvester. So I'm assuming that we're either going to have to use maybe the diamond spikes from extra utilities, or possibly the Ender IO's Killer Joe, or the Draconic Evolution mob killer. But I don't know, we'll probably just end up making a headhunter sword that's pretty strong, and then going and just getting 4 skulls and then doing it with magical crops, I think is the route we're going to take. So but we'll see. We will see. Also, if you notice, I don't think I did too much in here. No. I have a bunch of barrels set up right here for now. If we take a look outside, I've done quite a bit of building. I actually did a bit of tearing up over here. Hopefully in the next couple episodes this is totally going to be gone. This just needs to be moved over to there for our smooth stone sieving. This is about ready to go. Most of this is just junk that needs to be moved. That's all seeds. I did add a platform down here at the bottom. That's what we're going to be working on today. I still need to finish building it out, but this size will suit us for today. Now, if you notice, I added a bunch more tiers to this, and I've also set up a farm over here for earth essence. So we're getting earth essence to make dirt. So because I used quite a bit, that's why I went ahead and set that up, because I was like, I know I'm going to use a lot down here. I started building this out some. Right here this side is oak that's being harvested by the MF harvester and going into the Tesseract. It's a 21 by 21, so we have diamond upgrades in the harvester here. And the planter down here is just set up with oak. Pretty basic. Tell you what, did I not? Priority of 1. Let me see. 0. Okay, I'll have to adjust that because it's not getting the saplings into there. That's fine, it won't be an issue. I bet you this one was harvesting it and it wasn't planting. Okay, I'll fix that off camera. Over here I have a variety. It's set up the same with the diamond upgrades, but actually I think I left the top open so we could just, yeah. So basically the way it's set up is it's doing fusewood, darkwood, ghostwood, birch, rubber, dark oak, jungle, spruce, and acacia. That way we have plenty of wood for building and everything. So that's what's over here. And then which I might actually spread those out a little bit more, because I know the leaves are touching and it's kind of causing issues, so I might end up shifting that over a little bit. Over here I built out just some random dirt platforms just to get them to spawn, and then brought them over here. But we have just the rancher setups. I moved all the cows from over there over to here, but now we have hollow tears, nutrient distillation, elementium, plant oil, pink slime, liquid death, molten lutecrite, bedrockium, plutonium, biofuel, signalum, rocket fuel, mana steel. I always get some like FPS lag right through here. That Zephyrian, Erothium, molten void metal, Vishram soup, Terra steel, biodiesel. Let's see what else. Enderium, bronze, cryothium, Invar, alumite, and that fluid spirit, chocolate milk, meat, purifying fluid, manulin, adamantine, and glue. So we're producing all kinds of liquids. The Terra steel in particular is going to be very, very nice for us, I think, because it's kind of a pain to make. But there's a lot of good stuff there. Some of the stuff's kind of meh, like the chocolate milk and the meat and stuff. But basically here fairly soon we're going to set up a room where that's all fed into the room, and then it's turned into blocks and put into our AE system. So you'll also notice I have an absolute ton of wood, and then also I did spend some time over here mainly just adding the ceiling to the this area of the tower. I still need to add accents to it, but I'm still debating on how I want to do that. So, but I think today we're going to be working on applied energistics. I know it wasn't my initial plan for this episode, but it's something we really, really need to get into, and something I'd like to get started. I don't want any of this. Okay. Oh, also down here, I forgot to mention, I did set up a bit of the sludge boilers, and so they're just feeding into these chests, and we're getting just tons of stuff. So all the sludge that's being produced by our harvesters is just being fed here. And I think that's it. And sorry for the FPS hiccups. I noticed it after I set up the barrels, which hopefully it'll be gone once we change over the system for applied energistics. So that's what we're going to hope for. If not, I'll find a way to fix it out. So let me grab just a few stacks of silicon, because I did forget to grab that, and then I'm going to grab a couple extra stacks of redstone as well. Yeah, we'll grab like 6 stacks of that, and actually let me grab another stack of silicon. Okay. Now, man. Okay. That building, for some reason, that building is so laggy right now. I did decide, I think we're going to use, let's see here. I can't think of the name of it. Is it? No. This aversion obelisk. We're probably going to set those up, maybe, to keep the slimes and stuff from spawning in the bottom of that area. And we'll also probably set them up around the tree farms too, so, because those just prevent mobs from spawning within the area of effect. So I did go ahead and put in some materials here to get ready for this episode. We're also going to want to make ourselves some sticks. Okay. And let's see. Notice this thing doesn't always load all the stuff. Yeah. Okay, well let's just make just a normal crafting table then. Okay. And oh yeah, I made that. I was gonna finish building this out. My other one broke, but I haven't started it because I got to make more Tyrian and all that. So, let's see. I'll just throw it in here for now. Actually, okay. Let's take a look. I'm gonna need this actually, and this, and we'll just go ahead and make ourselves a couple cutting knives. Okay. And wonder why. Wish I knew why this wasn't wanting to load this stuff like traveler's goggles. It can't even make traveler's goggles. This thing's kind of weird. It doesn't always work as it should, and I've even had issues where it'll stack unstackable items and stuff. So I don't know. Alright, we'll just grab some gold, and we're going to go ahead and just make 64 of these for each one of them, just because we can. I mean, materials aren't really an issue for us at the moment, so we might as well. Let's go ahead and make a couple more cutting knives. Okay, and we'll want diamonds and Certus as well. Okay. You know what? I actually want another stack of this silicon. Okay. And that's okay. And this should be good to get us started with. Okay. So now we got 64 of each of the circuits. And go ahead and get these cooking. We'll get logic and calculation. Then we'll also go ahead and get these engineering cooking. We'll split them between the two, so it should be a little bit quicker. Alright. Now, the next thing that I want to get started with is we're going to need a bit of the fiber cable. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. I went ahead and crushed up some quartz for this. Let me see here. And if you notice, you just pulverize nether quartz and you're going to get that dust. Which, if you recall, we have like 300 and something stacks of nether quartz, so it's not really an issue. Of course, it's not coming up in this table because this table hates me today. Alright. So we'll grab, for right now, we'll just do that. And we'll go ahead and make a bit of this. Okay. And let's go ahead and get some quartz glass as well, because we're going to use that also. Okay. And we're going to want to start making fluix crystals. So let me grab a bucket of water actually. Okay. Where would actually Tell you what, we're going to go for that. So we'll just go down here. Now if you notice, this thing's already filled up with water. This system runs really, really fast, so... Alright. And I'm probably, after this episode, I'll probably start setting up our next reactor and so stuff like that, because I've got a bunch prepped. I mean, it's really, really easy since we have Enderium cows and all that. Adding jellied cryothium cows. Pretty much everything that we need. Oh man, this lagging. Okay. So let me just grab some glass, I think is what we're going to do for this. And we'll just lay this out. There we go. I didn't have my pick in hand. Let's see. And we'll grab a stack of redstone, stack of nether quartz, and a stack of charged Certus. There we go. And let me, for right now, I'm going to take off our ring of magnetism. Which there's ways we can actually shut that off. We'll cover that once we automate like fluid crystals and stuff like that. We'll have it so that our ring doesn't take effect in a certain area. But we'll throw all three of those in there and get ourselves a bunch of fluids. Alright. And now let's go ahead and make ourselves crystal growth accelerators. But we'll need this Fluix cable. Pretty easy to make. We'll actually make a bit of this because it's something that we're going to use a lot of. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let me see. I think I've got everything on hand for this. No. Oh yeah, we need the Fluix blocks. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll want 4 of these. And now we'll get these. And let's go ahead and just set them up. Set them up right here for now. Let me actually just turn down the chunk loads for right now. I'll figure out a different way to fix that, but it's not wanting to cooperate. 7's not too bad, I guess. Alright, and then the next thing we're going to want to set up for right now is going to be a tesseract. So I meant to prep that actually. Pretty easy to make. You know, we're not going to have any issue with it. Let's see. Can we use thickened glass for this? Or is it just... No, it's just hardened. Okay. Alright. Deuterium. Okay. And then just a diamond. And silver. Probably gonna, once we get the AE system set up, I'm probably just gonna automate this so that we'll always have like a tesseract on hand or something. And by the way, you can also go with what's it called? Dimensional transceiver. It's pretty much the same thing. It's the Ender IO version. You know, not too bad to make. It's less steps anyway, but you need this Ender resonator, which really isn't too bad for us at this point. Ender crystal is probably the worst thing because you're going to need those cell vials with Enderman. Now you can automate that, but you might as well just stick with tesseracts, honestly. But They're just a little bit easier to mess with, in my opinion. Oh wait, wrong room. Okay. Yeah, whoops. Sometimes that Sojourner Sash can kind of get on your nerves. But if you notice, we've actually filled up this mana tablet, because it generates mana a lot faster than it uses it, so... Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. And... I don't know why these things aren't loading right now. Sometimes they load really, really good, and sometimes they don't. I believe it's silver on the inside, it's bronze on the outside. That'll get us that. Alright. So let's hop on down here. And the next thing that we're going to want to make, let's see, is we'll go ahead and make ourselves not the interface. I don't really want the interface. I want the oh, what's it called? Controller. So we're going to need some Skystone, engineering processor, and Fluix crystals. We've actually got some Skystone right here, so we'll just grab a stack of that, and then our processor should be finished, I should think. Yes, very much finished. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves an ME controller. Yeah, we'll just do 2 for now. Eventually we're going to have quite a few of these once I get around to building this out. Probably won't be too long, honestly. And we'll just set up our Tesseract right here for now. That's fine. Hook it into farm power. That's fine. And set up our controllers here. I believe I can do that. Okay, and let's grab an energy conduit. Set that up. It's receiving energy. We'll block fluid, and we'll block items for right now. So now we have you know, different channels that we can use. Now, hooking these things up isn't really going to take a channel, but you do need the glass cable to do it. I'm not going to do like a full tutorial on channels and talk about that for a long time, because I figure you guys understand it. If not, basically you can have, if you use an interface, you can have 8 channels per side. If you use controllers, what, it's 32 as long as you use the dense cables. You can have the 32 channels, and basically every time you hook up a machine, these aren't included, as well as the inscriber is not included, and the charger isn't included. It's taking up channels, but any other machines and blocks like the ME drives and stuff, that's going to take up a channel. So you kind of have to manage your channels with you know, how many you have access to. But I'll show you later on how to really stretch the channels, because eventually we'll set up a Super Sorin drive, and also like a supercomputer basically that just outputs an absolute ton of channels, so we don't have to worry too much about that when it comes to automating and stuff. So now that we've got these, actually I probably shouldn't run these all the time. They do drain a little bit of power. It's really probably not an issue for us, but what we can do is, let's see, I think I've got, Yeah, we'll just use like nether. Well, no, we'll use fluids. Oh. Okay. Let me go ahead and get it grinding up some of this fluids that we've got. I mean, I'm really not too worried about stretching out our materials with this pack because, I mean, we have an absolute ton of stuff. Well, actually, you know what? Some things, like gold, for some reason we only have like 10 stacks of gold. I haven't been too lucky on that, but let's grab ourselves a stack of sand now. And go ahead and I'll show you how to use this Fluix after you crush it up. So you can grab your Fluix dust, just combine it with sand, and you're going to get 2 of those Fluix seeds. Now these have to grow for a little bit in order to be usable. Let's see, hook that back up. And then you can just throw these Fluix seeds in here with these crystal growth accelerators. I'll throw both those in there. And then they're going to take a little while, but once they're done... Oh, this one didn't go in. Once they're done, they will be pure Fluix, which you can use, you know, the same way that you're going to use standard Fluix. It just doubles your Fluix. And the same can be done for nether quartz and Certus quartz as well. So, I don't know how much we'll be using this. Eventually we'll probably automate it and keep so much on hand and all that good stuff. But for right now, it's not like I'm too worried about using up any of that stuff because we do have a ton of it. So, in this pack though, you can also craft Fluix crystals without using charged Certus. You can just do 1 redstone, 1 nether quartz, and a Certus, but it does only give you 1 Fluix crystal instead of 2 like the charge does. So the next thing that I want to set up is, we'll go ahead and make an ME drive. They're pretty simple to make. So we'll just grab one of those. And then let's also go ahead and grab, find it here. We'll start getting into our terminals. This way at least we can get stuff, you know, storing and everything this episode. But here we go. We'll need a bit of these illuminated panels. Not too hard to make, but oh, I don't have glowstone on hand. Got it right here. And we're going to go ahead and make just a few of these. I just want standard panel. We'll go ahead and make like 12 of them for now. Let me throw some of this junk into there. And then we'll upgrade them to just the standard terminals. We're going to have to make these annihilation and formation cores. Not too tough to make. I don't have any nether quartz. Don't have any in... Okay, no. I guess I can... crushed a lot of it, but I didn't... you know, grab too much of it. Oh, this Sojourner Sash drives me insane sometimes. Okay. Alright. And we'll be automating, like, basically this AE system, once it's all said and done, will grow itself and everything. Now, if you notice, we got those pure Fluix crystals. It does take a little while, but you don't have to use 4 of these crystal growth accelerators. Actually, you can use none of them, but it does take forever to for it to make anything. Oh, this is loading now. That's nice. Okay, well, let's throw our things in here for now, and let's go ahead and get ourselves, for right now, just one of these terminals, or I guess 3 of them. Why did it... See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I thought I made 12 illuminated panels, but it gave me 3 ME ones. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Okay, well anyway, and let's go ahead and upgrade it to a crafting one. Let's see. There's wood planks. There we go. I just want a crafting table. There we go. And then I want a crafting terminal. Yeah, I give up trying to use that thing. It's a pain in my ass. I mean, it works good when it's working as intended, but it doesn't always work as intended. That's the problem. Okay, so we'll just get ourselves this crafting terminal. Basically, this is going to let you craft through your AE system. You might as well make it. It's not too hard to make, and it is quite a bit better. So we'll run, for right now, we'll just run this out over here. That's fine. And we'll run this out. Okay. So we'll set up our crafting terminal, and I'll go ahead and set up just a standard terminal so you can see it as well. And we'll set down our ME drive. Now, as of right now, there's no storage in this thing, so you're not going to see anything in here. So we'll want to make a storage drive. Okay, so we're going to go for starters. I never make the 1Ks. They're way too small. So we will need to make a few of these to get started. However, so let's need logic processors. Okay, let's go ahead and make 14 of those. Sounds great. And then we can upgrade them to the 4Ks. So let's do that. I need redstone. Yeah. Okay, let me go grab some of that really quick. You kind of just build these up per tier. So 1K, you get 3 of those, you can make a 4K. 3 of those, you can make a 16K, and then 3 of those, you can make the 64K. And then we also have AE stuff, or AE2 stuff. So we'll be able to go even higher than that, which we will automate our system down the road to make top tier stuff. Can I make one more of these, perhaps? No, I'm out of Certus. Let me grab some Certus too. Now, these recipes, you can use the pure Certus if you're concerned about your materials, but I have 320 stacks of Certus. I'm not terribly concerned about it. Now, down the road, we will automate making the pures, just so, we might as well, kind of a thing. But for right now, I'm not really concerned about it. It's a lot faster just to do it like this, so that's what we're going to do. So we got 5 of those, and then we're just going to go ahead and upgrade them to the 16Ks. I prefer the 16Ks, and it's really not too much out of our way. So I'm going to need these engineering processors. Okay. Come on. Give them here. Alright. And you know what? Let's go ahead and make 3 more of these. We'll get ourselves a couple 16Ks to start. And then this. So we got 2 of those now. Now the way to actually make them into ME drives, it's pretty easy. Let me find this. Okay, here we go. We'll need these 16K ME storage cells. So just crafted with some quartz glass, redstone, iron, and then our 16K storages. So we got 2 of those now. And so we can just go in here and we can just slot these in. And if you notice, they'll hold, they have so many bytes of usage, and then they have different types. you could put up to 63 types in a 16 or in any of the cells. The more types that you put in, the more bytes that it's going to use to store all those different items. So, you know, I usually, depending on what I'm putting in there, a lot of times I will lock it with the, the cell workbench. So let's go ahead and craft that actually. Or do I have wool? I haven't found any sheep. Like all those animals that I spawned, I found chickens and stuff. I've got some stored in golden lassos. I think in there or in there, one or the other. But I haven't found any sheep as of yet, so kind of bizarre. Let's see. No, but I do have string, so let's grab that. Just because I want to show you how this works. Now, I know some people just toss it all in there. I'm kind of OCD about my storage. No, I just need 8 of these. So I generally, you know, every item is going to have a place, or not, you know, not every item, but iron and stuff like that especially is going to have its own place and basically have its own sale and everything. Maybe 2 items per sale, 3 items depending. So especially in Skyblocks where, you know, resources aren't really an issue at all. So cell workbench. Oh, I need to make a chest actually. Let me see. Hopefully this thing. There we go. We'll make some chests. I only really need 1 of these. Alright. So we'll grab that. And this thing actually doesn't require a connection. No. Okay. So what we can do is we can set our sails into here. And you can also add upgrade cards to it, like let me see, is it the storage sails? This is how you're going to add the upgrades. We can do capacities. No, not in that, sorry. Storage sail, we can do the fuzzy card so that it can ignore NBT, and we can also do the inverter card, which actually I can't think of what that does off the top of my head. I remember using it, but I can't think of what it does. I'll look into that in a second. I don't know why I can't think of that. Slipped my mind. So this one we're going to store. What do we want to store in here? We'll want stuff that is related to building the system, and I'm going to go ahead and just put different items into this for right now. Actually, let's go ahead. We'll say it can take glowstone, certus, iron, redstone, pure fluix. Let's see. We'll say nether quartz, certus quartz dust. We'll just do kind of like a generic applied energistics stuff goes here kind of a thing. Sand, that's cool. No, I don't really want sand in there actually. Let's see, wood, that's fine. Different processors, that'll be good. You mean terminal, quartz fiber, quartz glass, and skystone. And I'll probably end up changing it up later. We'll see. But long term, we're going to use the biggest sales from AE stuff, just because we might as well. I mean, it's not going to hurt us any to do that. So once you get this set, you know, it kind of just automatically saves it. You can use copy mode right here. So if you've already loaded some stuff into the sale, then you can just hit copy mode and it's going to copy it. No, sorry, that's partition storage. Copy mode. I don't know off the top of my head. I think it'll reset it or something if we don't have copy mode turned on. I can't recall. I don't ever use copy mode. And then you can also clear it out if you want to. So if we throw this back in here, and say we come over here to our terminal and we throw in, you know, some of these items that we had listed off. Do that. Okay, so if you notice this, if you notice this is orange, this one's green, that means this one is partitioned, so it's not going to be able to store any additional items. This one's going to be able to store additional items. So you can look here and see that we have 13 different types in here. We're using 1,736 of our bytes at the moment, and then if we open up our ME terminal, we can see all these different items. However, the crafting terminal, we can see them all, and we have a crafting grid down here that can be shift-clicked into as well. So if we wanted to make, say, what do we want to make? Okay, I have an idea. Alright, so let's say that we want, if I can find it here, these formation cores. We can just shift click it. Oh, we're missing, what are we missing? Oh, Fluix dust. So I'll have to get some Fluix dust, not really an issue. Another item that I like to make, actually, let me see. We'll send those back in. Is I honestly like to have this ME chest made. So let's craft one of those. What the hell am I missing on that? Glass? Oh, just standard glass. Okay. Let me grab a couple pieces of that. The reason I like to make this is so that we can edit just on hand what's in a sale. So we'll set this up just right here for now. So we've got two types in here. Let's take a look and see what's in here. If we open it up, now we can see that this sale has illuminated panels and ME glass cables. So let's say we didn't want those in there. We could just pull them out and then take our storage cell back out, throw it in there, grab this one, and edit it to take those two items. So I like having this for partitioning my storage and stuff because it does just makes your life a little bit easier to have one on hand. To me, it just makes it a little bit easier to edit out the sales and everything. So that's pretty much the basics of Applied Energistics. We're not covering yet the automation stuff. There is a lot to Applied Energistics, so we'll be working on it for a few episodes, and as we progress through the pack, we'll be adding on and editing our setup and everything. So I think I'm going to end the episode out there. If you have any questions, though, let me know. I know I just kind of rushed through it. You know, there's still a lot of blocks here. We'll get into, next episode, we'll get into the auto crafting aspect of it, because that is something that we definitely want to get up and going pretty soon. Also, a side note, if you're not aware, one thing that's really nice about this is you can just load these up, grab them, move them, and everything, and they do hold their storage. So, just a heads up on that. But yeah, so we'll keep working on this. I do want to do a few episodes of this, and then we'll get back into Magic for a little while. I know we kind of tend to put it off a lot. But Applied Energistics is kind of a bit to it, and I want to focus it down because it's going to help us out a ton as far as speeding things up. We'll have everything on hand, and you know, be able to craft and set up auto crafting and stuff for things that we're using, and it helps out a ton to have everything sorted in a place that we can search and stuff. So because this does allow you, if I didn't show you, this does allow you to search. So say we just wanted to find glowstone and there was a bunch of items in here. Oh, it's not linking them. Let's see, we're gonna change synchronized standard, I believe. No, I don't want to do that. Is it? No. Let me see. Standard search. Oh, why is it not? Synchronized. I was thinking there was something that you could type into there, but I guess not. So what we'll do is we'll just open this up and type it. Okay, and it synchronizes with any eye. But I was thinking there was a mode that let us type down here, but maybe not. But so yeah, now we can just search and say we're looking for glowstone. We can see how to craft it over here, but we can also see, you know, if we have it in the system here. Glowstone, I'm sure we wouldn't do that for, but for our terminals or something. But yeah, we'll get more into this next episode. I just kind of wanted to cover the basics of it. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. A couple other things that you might be interested in. There is this charger here. You can make this, and pretty easy to make, and you know, I'm not gonna make it and show you all that, but what you can do is charge up Certus that you have, and we'll go ahead and make one. Okay, so if you have just standard Certus quartz and you don't have any charged or something, you can set this charger up. We'll just set it there for now. No, we won't. Set it. Does it connect on the bottom? Okay. You can set that up. Take your Certus, put it in there, and just give it a second. If you notice now, it's charged Certus. So eventually we'll automate that as well, just so if we don't have charged Certus, we can get it. Because you're not going to get charged Certus as often as you know, the standard Certus. So we might, I don't know, it's possible we could run into issues with it, but we'll see. But yeah, so anyway, if you have any questions, like I said, let me know in the comments or hit me up on social media, and I'll do my best to help you with that. Between this episode and next, I am going to expand this AE system a bit and really add on to it and get some of our stuff automatically going into there, because you know, we can just handle that with tesseracts and just feed it in. But I'll cover that next episode, the import buses and stuff, and we'll also look at auto crafting with it as well. So but like I said, this is just the very, very basics. So with this setup, we're not going to be automatically importing into the system and stuff just yet. But yeah, so we'll cover all that next episode, and we'll be focusing on Applied Energistics for probably a couple episodes or so. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, please comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Once again, I can't stress it enough. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I really don't mind helping. I do check the comments every day, so just let me know. And if there's anything in particular that you want to see and you want it now, I can always put out a short video or something. I've done it in the past. It doesn't bother me a bit to do that. So, but anyway, until next episode, do take care, and I hope to see you then.